Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Solenopsis geminata colony. Now I know what many of you guys may be thinking, well, these aren't red tropical fire ants, these aren't red. Well, they are. For those of you who do not know, Solenopsis geminata come in a variety of colors, from red to black and even to a orangish reddish color to a ton of different other ones. Even I think there's some bicolor ones as well. So yeah, these guys are in fact Solenopsis geminata. And just as Solenopsis geminata generally are good at, they are growing incredibly fast. This species is known for, well, growing stupidly fast. There's tons of large colonies out there, especially on YouTube, but I don't really know of many really huge colonies of the black variant here on YouTube, so I'm hoping to fill that gap a little bit. Currently, all of the ants' brood is not actually inside of the nest. It's actually inside of this very old test tube setup that hasn't really been used in a very long time. I forgot to water their nest for like 2 days, and they decided, you know what, we're going to move into here because it's a lot more moist in here. And I mean, hey, A+ for survivability. Currently, their diet is just 4 mealworms. That's all they're getting for right now. However, as time goes on, I'm going to be slowly upping that number. I could honestly probably be feeding them a whole lot more than that, and I probably will be here soon just to get up their numbers, because these guys are known to eat just constantly and then produce all that, excess protein into egg production, which is what really makes them the explosive ant that they're known to be. Besides for protein, I'm also giving them sugars. I'm currently giving them hummingbird nectar via a cotton ball that I just keep on soaking in it whenever it gets dry, and then I put it back in there, and then they swarm it and drink it all up, and they use that to, power themselves pretty much. The colony is eating quite a bit, really regularly. They haven't really been leaving any scraps at all, which is what Solenopsis geminata are known for, and are kind of pulverizing some of the pieces of mealworm because they just give it straight to the larvae, and the larvae just completely gnaw it up. However, they are doing it more often as the colony gets bigger and more larvae. It is honestly a really funny process to see done. You can actually see a little bit of that pulverization on the ground there. Not exactly to an extreme amount, but you can see that the exoskeleton is incredibly thin on one of those pieces there, and that is the kind of slight pulverization that we're talking about there with this species when it comes to their protein items. Besides for that, outworld activity is almost always booming. There's always a decent amount of workers, at least I'd say 40 to 50 workers outside of the nest, just doing their thing, walking around, trying to find food, and it's been pretty consistent. Now, they did have a little bit of a die-off. However, I don't think that was really my fault. I think it was just, old workers dying, which I'm happy about. It actually wasn't my fault this time. And clearly things are all going well, especially with the queen. Now, the queen here is a very, very thick queen. For at least the colony size, you can actually kind of see that little bit of milkiness in between her gaster segments there as my camera proceeds to, unfocus and focus onto the workers walking on the ceiling. Now, this is not how, the maximum amount of physogasterism that these queens can get. These queens can get so much more physogastric. However, the fact that she is getting this physogastric already is a very good sign. She is a egg-laying machine, and it seems that she's doing her job, because look at all of these larvae. This is an intense amount of larvae, and of course, also the intense amount of pupae that is inside of this test tube here, which, as you can see, they're pretty much aiming up to have a pretty big population boom coming up within the few weeks here. I'd estimate that I'd give them about another month and a half or so before I have to move them out of this nest and move them into a bigger one due to how large the colony is going to get. Again, one of the fastest growing ants in the entire hobby is Solenopsis geminata, and I'm hoping to use that to its full potential with this colony and get them absolutely massive. Now, of course, this is not going to be my only Solenopsis colony. I also have Solenopsis xyloni and Solenopsis aurea, currently just queens, but they're going to be founding here soon. And I'm going to have those alongside the geminata. So there's going to be quite a few fire ant colonies in this house that I'm going to have to feed and keep maintained. Which, if I gotta say, sounds pretty fun. Now, once the colony gets a few more workers, and, well, a few more majors rather, I'm going to start trying to feed them seeds, because these guys are the black geminata, and they are known for seed harvesting. So I want to see if this colony will actually take them or not. But besides for that, that is all I got for you guys in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like the video if you like it, dislike if you dislike it, subscribe if you're new. Check out all the links in the description, the Patreon, the Instagram, the Discord server, all that fun stuff, all the second channels and all that are all down there. And yeah, I'll talk to you all in the next video. And yeah, goodbye.